platform. So the first product that I want to show you guys today is my product called Duplicate Account Actions. And I say here that I don't call it a trade copier, and that's on purpose. I'm calling it Duplicate Account Actions because I'm saying it's the one solution for keeping your accounts in sync. And so I designed this actually like a month ago because I was finally starting to get into the funded trading world along with my dad. And as a developer, I want to have full control of what's going on. I do get and have gotten a lot of my clients reaching out with complaints about other trade copier solutions. And so I thought I want to design my own. And so the first thing I want to do is show you guys this, and you might think, well, how does this reduce stress? Well, the last thing you should be concerned about as a trader is making sure your accounts are in sync. And if you're trading like Marcus Howard was saying, or as other presenters have said, where you are wanting to copy your trades into multiple accounts, then you need to have a reliable trade copier. And so one more thing I want to say here too, guys, is as I'm presenting, I want this to be interactive. I mean, I have until 3:45. I'm watching that closely, but if you guys have a question, I'm watching them in real time. So just hit me up with that question, and I'll do my best to address it in the moment. So this trade copier, I'm just going to go through it very quickly. I have a more detailed video that you can look at on the website to go through all the features. But here I'm connected to NinjaTrader, so you can see my NinjaTrader account at the very top, my live account, followed by 3 Apex accounts, and then 5 sim accounts. And so how you're going to set a account as a leader account or a master account by just double clicking on this dash. So for this example, I'm going to do Sim 101 as my lead account. And then I can also then you would set follower accounts by clicking on the account name. So you can see the accounts that turn gray are the follower accounts. So at this time, I'm going to have 102, 103, and 104 as the follower accounts and 101 as the master account. And you also have 3 columns to determine how the follower accounts are functioning. So in this first column, you can fade, just like Marcus was saying in his trade copier. And I do want to reach out to him and discuss a partnership. So I think I've got something great that he could benefit from here as well. But you can actually fade the accounts just by setting that up in this column right here. You can also set the number of contracts multiplied. So if you click on this, for instance, I'm going to set Sim 102 to 2 lots, and we'll just do Sim 104 to 4 lots for this example, okay? We'll leave Sim 103 at 1 lot or 1x. And lastly, you can choose the type of contract. So what I'll do actually is set this to 8 contracts, but make it micros. And so then we'll just I'll just run one test trade to show you guys. And what I love about this too is you can see the total for all your accounts. You can also hide your sim accounts. You can see your total across all your accounts right here as well, which makes it really convenient for totaling up all those evaluation accounts or those PA accounts with Apex. So take an example trade. We're up here. I would say we're bouncing off the 20, so I'm going to go long right here in Sim 101. And you can see over here in my trade copier, it's actually showing the positions in real time right here where we're at in all these trades. So here I've got 8 micros, 2 minis. Here I've got 4 minis on Sim 104 and so on and so forth. Now, what's different about this is it's not actually duplicating orders. It's functioning off of execution events. So how this functions is when I'm filled on this profit target, which I'm about to do right here, when this profit target gets filled, I'm gonna move it down just so we can see this happen. It's gonna submit a market order for the same number, for the correct number of contracts on the slave accounts. So now we're not having to be concerned about moving multiple targets around the chart, right? or you're not concerned about the targets not staying synced up, or the buy or sell limit entry orders. Like so for instance, like when I sell limit right here on this chart, this order is not replicated to all of these accounts because it doesn't have to be. What happens is if this sell limit order is filled on my master account, then it's going to submit a sell market order on the follower accounts. So I hope this makes sense. It's hard to go into all the details today, but I think, and this has been for me, a super reliable solution where I'm not having to be concerned about if I move this order, then you'd have to move it across all the follower accounts. Change the quantity, you'd have to change the quantity on all the follower accounts. So there's a lot more to keep track of, whereas just boiling it down to execution events, you're still able to keep the accounts in sync, but you're only submitting market orders on the follower accounts. So I think this has a lot of potential to, again, like I said, reducing your stress, reducing the things you have to follow, because you know your follower accounts are always going to be in sync. You don't have to worry about that anymore. And so I want to show a few more things, and then we'll move into the chart trader products. But right here, you can actually hide these columns. For instance, I'm not going to fade my accounts because I think, or at least I hope, I'm going to make the right trades. There's no reason to fade an account. So we can just turn off the fade account. So we eliminate that fade account right here with this button at the bottom immediately by just clicking that. Now I want to show you guys too, you could also show or hide these multiplier accounts. Again, if it's off, even though those numbers are 2, 8, and 4, it's not going to function. Same thing with here, the type account. So now let's say I'm replicating them equally with those columns off, then I'll just get long again by market. And now I do have one lot because those columns are off, they're not functioning, right? So now I just have one lot in all of my accounts. Okay, and then if I hit close all the other accounts are closed, the sim accounts. So lastly, I'll just show you here, you can reset all the accounts. So like if I want to just reset all these settings, now I'm back to a completely blank screen with no accounts selected. Here you can actually show all of your live accounts only, sim accounts only, or all accounts. So there you're filtering out unnecessary clutter in the accounts that are being displayed. So that, and you can see here I've made a few trades today in my live account and in one of my Apex followers account, down slightly. So that is pretty much a complete summary of this as far as I can tell. Again, you can see your commissions, everything else. So that's the trade copier. I'm gonna have an offer at the end. This is available for the first time